Hi and welcome to the Resources Roadhouse. I'm Wally Graham. I'm in Sydney at the RIU Resources Roundup, catching up with an old friend of the Roadhouse in Damien Keys of Sunshine Metals. Damien, good to see you.
You too, Wally.
All right, so Sunshine, you've been very, very busy of late. We haven't spoken for some time, so in that time you have been busy in your Ravenswood project up in Queensland. Give us a rundown of where and within that project and what's going on.
Yeah, so late last year we put out a large resource update on Liontown. So Liontown, in the 18 months we've had the project, we've doubled the resource on Liontown itself, and the global resource of the project now stands at 7 million tonnes at 4 grams gold equivalent. So it's a fantastic, large, high-grade resource. Now Liontown itself has got an oxide cap that has about 20,000 ounces of gold in inferred status at the moment. We're drilling that right now to bring that up to indicated, with a view to fast-tracking that into a production scenario as quick as possible on a granted mining lease too.
All right. And as much as that's progressing nicely, it's not the only not the only fish in the net, so to speak, is it?
No. So we've also got a shallow oxide gold resource on Plateau. So we'll be moving off Liontown when the drilling finishes in about a week, straight over onto Plateau and punching a few holes, trying to bring that inferred resource to indicated as well. About another 15,000 ounces sitting there.
Oh, nice.
These are all nice, quick win, shallow from surface, and with 3 different mills in the district, we think there's a house for it somewhere, and a way to fast track in low capex cash flow.
So we've just spoken about 2 of the targets within the project, and there's more to come, isn't there?
There is. So even targets, mature targets and resources like Waterloo. Waterloo's our highest grade resource block, and some great geology by the team. We think we might have found the offset position of Waterloo. So that's a nice, quick and easy test with the rig as it passes between these 2 shallow oxide gold targets. It'd be great to add another new resource block to the impressive start we've got.
So the 3 of them, as we've just been talking about them, are they close enough to sort of operate it all together, or would you do one to pay for the next one, or something like that?
Early days, Wally, but
I'm an ideas man.
Forward-looking, very forward-looking statements.
Yeah.
But no, look, they're about 40 to 50 kilometres apart between Liontown and Plateau. Waterloo itself sits only about 10 kilometres from Liontown, so all in one hub essentially, and we see them as being a natural fit together.
All right, no worries. So that's what's happening at the moment. What do we expect to sort of hear coming out in the next few months?
Yeah, it really is a concerted push on the shallow oxide gold. I'm sure you're hearing that a bit over this conference. But we're in a prolific district, 20 million ounces produced, and you'd be amazed at how little exploration has actually been done.
Yeah.
So some fantastic early stage fieldwork. We'll be pushing forward on some of these other targets and hoping to turn them into more quick wins in a great jurisdiction.
Because this project really has matured since we first started talking about it, a couple of years ago, when we first started doing these interviews at these conferences, and you have managed to really, bring it along in that time.
Yeah, so we've picked parts of tenure in that prolific district that we think have real legs, and I guess over the course of that sort of 3-year window, we think we've stuck together a pretty attractive parcel. So we've got pretty well the entire Mount Windsor outcropping Mount Windsor volcanic belt, which is host to the Langer and Highway Reward and 14 million tonnes worth of historic VMS ore, as well as good portions of really prospective Charters Towers terrain, that granite terrain that's produced in the order of 20 million ounces and still operates with Ravenswood over in the east. So we've got a nice target base, certainly enough to rank up and put in order of priority, and we think we've got our head around the geology, and we've been kicking some pretty big goals in the last 12 months.
All right, mate. Well, it's great to catch up, and it's great to hear that the project's been going very well. So keep up the good work, and hopefully we'll catch up again soon, and we'll have a lot more to talk about.
Thanks, Wally. Cheers, mate.